Use what?
Alternating goals and event nights. and
Yeah.
stuff.
Call the meeting to order. Stand for pledge of allegiance. Pledge of
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
John. Here. Brandward. Here. Dirk. Here. Gardner. Here. Jordan. Here. Here. Pruitt. Here. Approval of November minutes. I don't know if everybody's had a chance. Or December minutes. What's that? Little spelling error there. December minutes. I don't know if everyone's had a chance to look at them. Everybody, any questions or comments on them? All in favor of approving the December minutes as printed, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Come to our first public comment. Joe.
Yeah, in the course of the reports, I'd like to know specifically how much money has been moved to Michigan class, so we can have some idea that we're making interest on it.
Right now, $500,000.
Out of 3 million, 4 point something.
Well, 3 million is all we have, we're not moving everything over, no. But $500,000 has been moved over. I'm working with them, they still haven't got my water maintenance fund, so I can transfer money out of that, I don't know. They said it needed approval, but I tried it again, it doesn't work, so. But currently $500,000.
What is that? Which fund is that?
Water maintenance?
That's the one that's in Michigan class?
No, general funds over in Michigan.
Okay. What about like the fire equipment?
Well, I'm working, the next one I'm working on is water maintenance, but they said it had to be approved, so they thought they were doing it, but then I tried doing it again, it won't work. Right now I'm posting tax payments, trying to get the mortgage company tax payments in, so. As soon as I get those in this week, I will give them another call and find out why I can't move money over.
Were they working on that a month ago?
Yes. They were working, yeah, I tried doing it just before the board meeting, and they said I had to go through approval process, but I tried it again, it won't work. I don't know. December's my busiest month for taxes. But $500,000 is over there right now.
Any other public comment? Approval of tonight's agenda. Do we have anything to add? All in favor of the agenda as printed, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same.
Just give permission.
Oh, I went right over him. Sorry about that. Gives you the commissioner comment.
He was quiet. Is he here?
Okay,
Thanks.
well, I'll keep it shorter then. It's okay. So, jail counts, everything is fairly stable. The Juvenile Justice Center is changing its name back to what it used to be, which was the Juvenile Care Center. Got a new judge, so I don't know, I have no idea what the deal is with that, but, you know, it is what it is, so I'm just reporting. So you'll no longer see that, you'll start seeing it referred as the Juvenile Care Center. Pinecrest, the numbers are back up, it's just down 1. The mileage rate for reimbursement has gone up. So it was at 70 cents last year, it's 72 and a half now here in 2026. So there's, where you do the IRS number, that's the number that's been reported to us. Minden County Health Department was just reporting that the flu vaccine seems to be lower than in the past, but there's been a fair amount of it happening. Usually it was like 44% in the past, but it's only like 26% now. I have no idea why it's so much lower. An interesting thing, the CDC has reduced the vaccination standards, but the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services disagreed with them, so they're leaving it like it is. And so the Minden County Health Department is following the state direction, and so the vaccination things for kids going to school is the same as it was, it's not that from the CDC. Just a plug for something that's going on in the opiate recovery area. We have money coming from, that big settlement from overdose stuff in the past. And so we're spreading out, and the county is working with the city, which is most of the rest of the state that isn't the case, but we're able to try to consolidate and have the courts do a lot of the work with it, because they're the ones who see the overdose stuff and the cases with that. And so they we distributed some of the money for 2026. Now it was a fair number were continuing from last year. We were starting to see how they went, and now we're continuing. A new one this year is with the community construct, the Skills for Tomorrow. That's a group that brings people who've coming out of corrections and then have a drug-free workplace, who've had the opiate kinds of things, so that they can, more apt to stay clean and not at a, say, a construction site where there is this stuff available and things like that. So when you see they're not only training people, but they're also been, doing projects of roofing, eaves, doing painting, all sorts of different stuff. So it looks like a great program that then can be self-sustaining, but still getting donations and then give them some money to keep them going, especially here in the winter, where then not as much work outside of it. So anyway, that's Skills for Tomorrow / Community Construct. When you hear about that, that's they're surely trying to do good work. The County Services Building, that's the current work that's going on will be done probably around the middle of February or so. There's going to be some flooring changes on the first floor, and that'll be commencing whenever they get the materials and going on from there. We haven't seen what the cost estimate is for that, but we wanted to do some of the upgrades also on the first floor. I think it includes possibly some work in the bathrooms too. Been some board leadership changes. Mark Bone is the new board chair, and Todd Gambrell is the new vice chair. So both of those positions changed. The land bank is all the county-wide spots have been filled, as far as I can tell. We just voted in Harry Hall. He's the county at large one. He's from Edenville, I think, and is active in different areas. It's on the Parks and Rec Committee, and also the Wixom Lake Improvement Board. And so he was selected. There's still more appointments yet to come from both at I think some township officials. I don't know if any of you contacted or were interested. I don't know how that's going to be selected, but I know some of those spots will eventually come to the board for approval, but we haven't seen them yet. So the land bank is moving forward. That's all I have, unless you have any questions. Right, thank you.
Thanks, Larry. Okay, now, reports, correspondence, a lot I have is just already in the agenda, but I know I talked with road commission, and they're starting to use more sand and salt blend, because salt's becoming short, it's not short yet, but if it's the way it's going now, they may run out of salt by the end, or close. And suppliers, there's no salt available, or, well, I guess if you wanna pay the high dollar, it is, but it's, so they just, Art said that they can't use it on state highways. But back roads are gonna start using
They're gonna
blend
mix it together.
sand and salt, yep.
Done
He
that
said
for
that
years,
the-
yeah.
Yeah, residents are kinda spoiled because they want wet pavement, you know, for so many years, it's always salt. But I know they have, this morning, I think I noticed some sand, they start scattering, so it's a
Brine
blend.
truck went past our place today,
Mm.
brine tanker, dumping brine on the road.
Got plenty of that.
Wow. But, yeah, so just kinda, I guess, might slow down a little bit. Just if they are, I know, I think they're still salting intersections more, but they're just using a little more sand in back out in the rural areas.
So they can't put salt on M20 and?
No, they can, not
I mean,
the sand.
sand,
no
they
sand.
can't put salt on those roads. M20 and M30?
They put salt, but they don't
No
like the,
sand.
not the blend mix, yeah, I don't think that's the state guidelines, I think. But, yeah, so just the back roads, basically, is what those things, and sand, salt mixture. That's all I have. Todd?
We got an election February 3rd, we do absentee ballots, that's it.
Is that the whole township?
No, it's only anybody in District 35, whatever it's called, whatever. Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah, but she sent Corinne sent out, what, 600 and some?
Did they
Absentee
get
ballots, so.
early election location yet? No, they're not doing that for this. Okay. They're not gonna do the early voting for that.
We're just gonna open one precinct, right?
Yeah, yep.
Cindy?
Yep, and I don't have anything, we're just heavy into tax season right now. I said December is my busiest month, and I'm working with CoreLogic right now, that's 450 some, so tax bills trying to get in there. So, no, nothing new.
Craig? John? Nothing. Keith? Yep. Brian?
Nope.
Reconciliation of the clerk and treasurer?
We're just still reconciled through September.
I've got them done through November, but Todd's been gone last week, so he'll have them ready for next month. And I'll even have December's by the end of this week.
Get caught up, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I've
so
got them
there's
through
no-
November, I've got all my balance through that.
But we're still only through September. Authorization for the payment of bills.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Are there any board questions or comments on the bills? Public comments? Roll call?
Johnson,
Yes.
Van Wert,
Yes.
Chirk,
Yes.
Barn,
Yes.
Norton,
Yes.
Lee, yes, Pruitt.
Yes.
Reports. Greg, he's in Florida, still in here.
Yeah, I think so.
It's not here. Go to the,
Kosler, I don't have anything, we didn't meet last month because we couldn't get a quorum. And I don't remember if there was a snowstorm, they couldn't get a quorum, whatever the reasons were. So the next meeting will be tomorrow because, Thursday fell in the first. So it's one of those, months, so everybody is welcome to join. 5 o'clock at the county services building. Should be, we'll be covering 2 months worth of agenda, so it should be, I'm sure, super short.
all right, parks?
Nothing.
We've been doing ice down there, there's ice, it's not good ice yet, it's not, keeps snowing, they said, so it's not smooth, but it's fairly thick. So, as soon as we can smooth it out.
Tomorrow,
That's
Friday.
Yeah. Well, it'll be Friday, we got funerals Friday and Monday, so
Spray water.
you would kid some, but yeah, do some probably tomorrow. Yeah.
Fire department, John's at his chief's meeting, so. 15 medical calls, 3 mutual aids, 6 lift assists, 2 personal injuries, 1 unknown accident, 1 fire alarm, 1 fire, 1 investigation, 22 trees and wires down. So yeah, 52 for the month. Well, the year to date is, it's just this date, so. Oh yeah, through December, I don't know where they ended up.
That was the most they had.
Yeah,
That's the most they've had.
Yeah, they got hammered with a lot of
Ice
ice storms, yeah, big winds.
Wins. Countywide, continued education training is held, and then the old tables were donated to Michigan State Police. I haven't been down there, just looked at the new tables, I don't know if anyone.
I saw we used one of them, and it seemed nice, but we were in a hurry, and drew a close at it.
Planning, you guys meet, Brian?
No,
Did this-
no,
not this month, but this last month.
For last month, I guess. Or this one, yeah, this one.
Craig was gone.
Cemetery?
Nothing new there.
Okay. Assessor, just in March of training, but that's on the agenda, so we'll just move on that.
Can I bring up a point on the cemetery? Just in relation to, our discussion earlier today, where you had, the group of Mormon United Methodists cutting down brush there in the park, and, I was wondering about that cemetery property north of, across from the cemetery, about, you know, if they wanna clear out brush there, that'd be a
Well,
perfect
they were
place.
cutting wood,
Yeah,
firewood. but,
Yeah.
Just some of the dead trees.
yeah, if they could go in there and clear that out, it's gonna be less expense to clear that out to turn it into a cemetery eventually.
Might be something to look.
What are we using the firewood for?
They're donating it to people that,
Heat was what he
Oh, for heating?
It's
Yeah.
Homer Methodist Church, there's a table that they went in the park and they cut, I think, 3 loads earlier. Dump boxes full and then they deliver it, and they said they were gonna do it later, like, I don't know, this month or sometime, but
It's cold up though.
all those dead falls
yeah.
and the ash that are falling down, they're cutting all that up, so save us.
Well, the brushy stuff from what they're cutting down, are they taking that too, or are we, the boys,
I don't know,
taking all the brushy part of the trees?
I don't know what they're doing with it.
if they're piling it,
I have no idea. I didn't know they started it.
yeah, they did,
So
that
they
was
have to burn
I
it
knew
or
they were
something,
going to,
for
but I
them
didn't know
to,
when they
in
did it.
December or something, I think they did that early, but
Okay.
then they were good for a while.
Yeah, I
And
don't
then
know.
they said that.
I don't know
if
what
we're
they're
gonna
doing
burn
with
it, if we're gonna burn brush from them doing that, then we should be doing that when the stone's on the ground.
Yeah. I'll have to check and see,
Yeah.
check with them and see on that. Okay, first agenda item. I did have one other person, he asked about drain work on Orlo Road, right down here on 20. And, I did get that back, I don't think I gave everybody a copy, it was 36,000, was the total cost of that, okay.
Wasn't that at one time part of the city right there in that line? Where are we at for city line right there?
No,
It's
that's a block
still-
west of, Sandown, so
Okay.
it's within the township.
Yeah, and part of it, it hadn't been cleaned in a while, plus when they redid, M20, they ditched it off 20 and came to like the first little bit, and then they quit. So Art Buck went and looked at it, and he said it's definitely, can use it, there's a lot of saplings and trees in part of it, so. Right now, I added that to, the estimates we had from before.
And that's part of this estimate here?
Yes, this
Okay.
36,000.
That's part of that, okay.
Yep. Doing Fairview, Oakwood, that's just an overlay kind of, on that ultra thin. Lambert Road across the river, and then, crack seal is on Homer Road, 5 Mile, King Court, Westwood Subdivision, and Breezeville Court. And then, chip and fog seal, Hawthorne Drive, which is right down here. And that total there comes to $178,020.27, which would leave us a carryover of $285,085, which that's no big deal to carry it over. You can carry it over for 1 year and without losing it or anything. So I mean, if we could
Well,
get,
this is our carryover from last year, correct?
no,
No, from this year.
it'll be this
Oh,
year.
this year, okay.
Cause that's that 313,000 is what all our
Okay.
match and non-matching funds are. But I know, like, if we could ever get a easement off Pine River Road, if we could get one from one of those property owners where we could the county could put a tile across, that would be a big project for like next year. Or like, 4 3/4 where it curves around, that was a high dollar, but on that road estimate, that road's pretty bad, so maybe next year, looking into some of those bigger projects, so.
Yeah, we cleaned up all the little projects.
Yeah, there was one person asking about a drain project, digging some ditch down on Pinecroft, but Art went there and looked, but it's just more of a natural flow, there's not really anything they can do to help them, but. That's the only other ones I've received from anybody, as far, and your road, I did talk with that 1/4 mile.
Yep.
It's off Miller Road right before you get into Pine River Bluffs. Yeah, I guess they found something from 1962.
Well,
that
or
showed-
earlier on their minutes, they were supposed to finish it, or they did the upgrades and then, but they didn't do some of the paperwork, and so, we were asking about it, who owned it or what the thing is, so then they started looking, going, oops. It was
Yeah.
there, they just hadn't followed up on it, so they will take care of it at some point.
But I know you're looking into redoing your roads, right?
Yeah, we have to sometime.
Because Art said it's probably best to wait until you guys are doing something, and then we can,
Once they get done, we'll do that.
or
Well,
do it all at
we
one
might
time.
wanna see you doing that at the same time, so we can
Yeah,
extend.
so it's all one deal, rather than going in and I don't think it's a 1/4 mile, it'd probably be,
Yeah,
Twice
because I
as
think he said they
expensive.
waited too long, because they didn't know it was their section, they didn't take care of it, and then, now I think they have to redo that thing, so.
but that's what he said, we'll just wait until,
I see.
if you guys are doing something, and then we'll just do it all at one time, might be better than trying to find someone to come in just for a 1/4 mile. So I'll make a motion to do these road projects for 2026, everything that's on here.
So how much is that, 178?
$20.27. I'll redo my math, but right now it's.
I just double checked it.
Okay.
I'll second it.
Board discussion, public comments? Roll call?
Van Wert,
Yes.
Shirt,
Yes.
Garner,
Yes.
Norton,
Yes.
Lee, yes, Pruitt,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Agenda item number 2, board review training. I think everybody has a required training
Yeah,
last
you
year.
take
but,
it in advance.
I think the advanced, I still think it's a good idea that's to do the advanced. But there's one in Lansing, one in Gaylord. There's only 2 in person, but, there's several for, online. Well, not several, is there?
No, there aren't very many offered for,
No. You know, like the required, but I don't think any, there's still the one in Frankenmuth and Mount Pleasant.
February? Or is it February?
Yes,
for February.
they had an early bird rate is $100, so I guess,
Yeah, I sent you an
Yep.
email with the
And then the
online
26th.
one.
it's probably went out.
Now, do we get the books with those or not with advanced?
Oh, the updates?
Yeah,
Yeah, you should.
okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure. I mean, I know in person they hand them to us. I didn't know if they mail them to the township or
Yeah,
what
guess-
they do.
Or email them and then just print them off, I guess. I'll have to find that out.
Okay.
But, yeah, there might be 4.
Mm.
I'll check with everyone.
Yeah, let me know who and what.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you know anybody, we still need 2 more people.
I'll make,
You mean alternates?
Mm. Yeah, we need 2 alternates.
I'll make a motion to pay for the, so I don't think anyone's gonna be in person.
I don't
So
think this
I'll
time.
check with them, but that was,
I just put in expenses on the
Okay.
just in case, but yeah.
it's $100, so.
Okay, need a second.
I'll second it.
More board discussion? Public comments? Roll call?
Sure.
Yes.
Varner?
Yes.
Norton?
Yes.
Lee, yes. Pruitt?
Yes.
Johnson? Yes.
Van Wert.
Yes.
Agenda item number 3 is the annual MTA conference. It's in Traverse City this year. It's April 20th to the 23rd. I don't know if anyone got, it's all in everyone's year book. Has this little insert in your, in the magazine, monthly magazine. Yeah, Pathway to the Future. And I don't know if everyone knows, Kevin Beeson is the president of MTA now.
All right.
Well, he was the first vice president, but then the president had a major heart attack and passed away, and
Saw that.
and so, yeah, Kevin took over. So, the conference is already open. The hotel reservations start the 27th of January.
I think that's Monday.
But you need to, excuse me, be enrolled for the conference, and then they send you a code that you use for the,
Let me know.
Housing number.
That.
so I,
Fill out a thing, let me know when I get that page.
the housing reservation, or conference
Yeah,
registration.
conference registration.
So you can also do the on-demand conference as well. If you just wanna watch
Oh, the classes?
if you wanna watch it says 15 hours of recorded conference sessions. And I see that that's $150. So even if you can't go, you can at least watch some of the,
It's
Yeah.
$50, right?
it's $50 if you go in person.
If you go in
If
person.
you add it on, you go in person. But if you're not going, $150, which is not too bad.
Yeah, just fill out the thing, let me know.
Yep.
Give it to me, I'll get it taken care of. Need a
Motion?
Yeah.
I'll make a motion
Need a second.
to approve.
I'll second that.
It's March 23rd, it's early. It's $400 for the conference. Any more board discussion? Let Todd know ASAP.
Yep.
Roll call?
Varner.
Yes.
Norton.
Yes.
Lee, yes. Pruitt.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Van Wert.
Yes.
Turner.
Yes.
Agenda item number 4, Brian sent out, like, 4 different requests for bids and had it all the same. We only got one back, one estimate. But I just wanted to see if we wanted to do this now, because if we wanna have them, whoever we do it, if we want it done right away in the spring, which I think we would, we should probably get it approved, so the
Probably,
builder
yeah.
can
As soon as possible.
get it on their schedule.
Well, and get, all the supplies.
Yeah, everything get ordered out.
But basically, I think it's gonna be, looks probably about like the new pavilion back there.
He went over and listed it down from what the new pavilions exactly were, so. To make it as close as you can with
Yeah,
what he's working with.
right.
I'll make the motion to do the bathrooms for the 33,500.
I'll second that.
Bathrooms got heat in them?
No,
No.
Old lines over here.
Will he have to redo, probably not supply lines, will he? Won't touch that.
should.
No, he's gonna put new shut-off valves and things that were terrible. He sent me pictures of them, he said these need to be changed. Changed. After how many years?
Okay, that's,
That was the shut-off valve.
Not moving?
Yeah. Some of the shut-off valves and stuff, so if you have to work on them, you can shut them off. So,
Is it worthwhile to go in and have the shut-off valves on the other end of the building looked at and replaced at the same time?
do we have water running down to that this
I
summertime?
don't know if we.
Probably not, but, I mean, it's probably been shut off, but that's been, what, 15 or more years?
Or at least look at
Yeah.
some main shut-offs go there from one end to the other.
Yeah.
I don't think his plumber's gonna have a problem looking at, it, a couple more dollars.
Right.
Yeah, that's all I'm just saying, if he's gonna be in there looking at the building, look at the whole building.
little bit like paper towel holders, we ordered.
We got those already.
Yeah, we ordered enough for the fire department, cause they were only like, I think we thought they might be what, $200 each, they were like $58. So we got, yeah, the ones at the hall are all installed, and then we ordered enough for the fire barn that they're putting in, and then, for the new bathrooms too, just so they're all,
Same paper.
yeah, it's just one style, and they're just the pull part where you don't have to worry about
Oh, the roll that.
rollers.
Yes.
Yes, these are just simple, very simple.
We are.
Okay, any more board discussion? What's that?
I was asking if they change the windows up, I said, yes, there's
Yeah.
a number up there for 6 new windows.
Any more board discussion? Public comments? Roll call?
Norton.
Yes.
Lee, yes. Pruitt.
Yes.
Johnson. Yes. Van Wert.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Farmer.
Yes. Figure if you wanna let me know, Brian, or do you want me
Well, we need a signature, and,
to? Yeah.
I mean, if we want to get things going, like, when and why once a month.
Cause you can do that too, right?
Yeah, yeah, sign that, yeah, sign that out, send the check right away.
Well, I wouldn't send him a check until he's asked for it. We
Okay,
get it signed, get it to him, then tell him when he wants to check.
okay.
He's good about that, he can take it ready for it.
Oh, okay,
Okay?
yep,
Yes, it says it down here as a deposit from the beginning.
okay. So just sign that and get it out.
Sign, get it to me, and I'll get it to him, I see him every, he's in the lumberyard every day, so.
Oh, okay. Agenda item number 5, we talked about discussion earlier, where if we wanna continue the township picnic, and timing of funding and, or the committee to get stuff lined up and people reserved, so that's, I mean, it's not budget time, but we need to decide if it's something we wanna go have that committee keep doing,
I think we do.
or not, but I think we should, they need to know so they can start locking in people.
I think we should be involved in it.
What's our budget for that?
We only did 2,000 last year, but I think it's 3,000.
We adjusted to three.
Yeah. Just,
Are we funding everything then?
yeah.
All except all the labor.
Right.
No rent for the sign.
Well, that's one thing I would, to do it, is maybe have a person from the board on the committee.
Well, we discussed that it would go under Parks and Rec as the group that's actually coordinating it, so that way John's actually involved in it.
Okay.
And is it possible to?
That was what we talked about at the last meeting.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you asked me as the board member to bring this to the board and ask them to look at it. I didn't realize I was gonna be coordinating.
You're not the head of the the planning committee, but you're part of the process,
All right, part of the
so.
And you're a tent supplier and a drink supplier.
You're retired now, John.
No, I'm just tired.
There's no such thing, Brian.
Also, is it possible if you have like a agenda or itinerary that you could present to the board, that we can approve that too?
Agenda itinerary.
Well, just what's gonna,
Plan.
yeah, what
Yeah,
you're gonna do,
What,
Okay.
what money, what everything's to be spent on.
just type of, what you're gonna do
Yes.
there, I guess, how you're gonna do it, or, just have, like jewels and the deputy, or ice cream, or.
Yeah.
Deputy's cheap.
What are we?
The ice cream truck's the expensive part.
Yeah.
We're debating on the ice cream truck. We've discussed whether we're gonna continue that or do something a little different.
No, a date, has a date been?
Yeah,
Is, I don't.
but yes, I can email it to you. We've already got it priced out for this next
Is
year.
that July 10th?
Yeah,
July 10th is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
but I've got it all
I'm just guessing.
already documented, so I can send you the document.
So what's the amount of money we need to approve? If it was 3 last year, what is it this year?
We
3.5,
we
4?
figure
put in the
we
budget
can,
3, right, for this year?
we figure we can still handle an increase in people and keep it at the 3. Because we don't need to replace the banner and stuff like that yet. It has at least another year. It depends how much the wind tears the grommets out.
So
So,
it's July 10th?
July
it's,
8th. Wednesday.
it's Wednesday,
Wednesday, July
so.
But it's been growing every year.
Oh, yeah, there was what, 200 plus?
Yeah, we had about 250 this last year. So I think we can handle 325 and still keep it close to that 3,000, so.
And if we have
That's the
grass,
goal.
we can actually park it. We were in the mud season once.
Yeah.
Oh, it rained during that day, didn't it?
Just a bit. Messed our whole
For a little.
plan up.
It was better than the hurricane the year before.
Oh,
Well, I wrote down to approve up to $3,000 for the park committee to fund the
Can
township.
we approve that now, even though we don't have the budget for it, instead of going to next
we already
year?
had it.
Well, I know we're going to next year.
It's
Well,
after July first.
Part of
That's
that,
what
but all the
the
money gets spent before.
So you're really voting to
Spent-
continue
Well, should.
funding,
most of it all-
and then the vote comes on
I
the
don't know,
budget.
because our budget had July
I thought
1st.
what we had in the budget for this fiscal year was what we spent this fiscal year.
Right, but we have to lay the money out.
Yeah.
We just,
Yeah, we'd have to budget that when we get around to it then.
we just need a
And then-
commitment that it's
They-
going to
It's
happen.
one of those-
the
other
rough
stuff.
is, so if we pay it in this fiscal year, we're over budget, and that,
We have a budget
it's
adjustment.
doubling up.
Right, we'd have to do a
This year.
budget amendment for this year.
Well,
No, you don't want
she's
the,
not asking for that.
we
She
don't
just
need
wants-
the money
she
this
just wants
year,
a
we need the
guarantee.
approval that
That you
it'll
know
be
you're
in the
getting paid.
budget.
That-
Right.
Next fiscal
Yeah,
year.
so we can still write the check.
Full of
in-
confidence.
The
back in
check will
July.
still be in July after the
Okay,
event.
so yeah.
So we would do that, yeah, so
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 we
we
just,
couldn't approve the.
we could approve
money
the amounts.
Could we?
Yeah, we could,
don't-
because we did that for other things, like the we did that on the park,
Well, just put it in the lane.
shelter down there that we
We
did.
approved it for the.
We did it, and it took us 2 years. You know what I'm saying? You know?
I mean, that, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, I mean, that happens quite a bit.
They basically want, just,
You
they
just
don't
wanna
know
guarantee
that.
it.
It's going to happen.
Support, somebody's trying to start spending it.
We just wanna know it's.
So just say we're gonna
approved.
approve it for the July expenditures in 2026.
Well, it doesn't matter, we just put that, what it's for, but it
I'll
should
leave,
get
do
approved,
we
so,
need a motion,
I
Todd?
don't think he's got it written down.
yeah.
I was gonna make a motion.
Yeah, Brian's got the motion.
I'll second it.
It's basically just to fund the
Yeah, just
park
the party. Yeah,
park it.
Yeah.
Park, picnic, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Ready? Yep. Norton,
Yes.
Lee, yes. Pruitt,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Yes.
Van Wert, Turk,
Yes.
Barney.
Yes. Agenda item number 6 is more, just garbage updates. I talked with Brett from Priority, he couldn't make it this meeting, he'll be here next month, he said.
They couldn't get cans again now.
Already again?
Yeah. No, I just meant they just start sending them out again and stuff, yeah.
Well, I just, back to garbage, there's 9 cans on M20 where that guy's got the wood business.
Yeah, I saw that.
Where at, Brian?
That A1 tree service.
A1 tree service on
Okay, he
20.
shouldn't have 9 cans.
Oh,
There were 9 cans, they were all over the road the other day,
Good luck dealing with him.
Well, it doesn't,
supposed to have any cans?
and, well, no,
Well, he's got a
Yeah,
residence there,
it's
so he
resident.
should get 1 or 2.
2 cans for
Okay.
residents.
Yeah,
You should have a dumpster for the rest of it back.
right,
So-
exactly, not 9 cans.
Brett said he can have his drivers start writing down where there are more than 2 that are in our contract, that's what our contract says, 2 garbage, 2 recycles. That one, there's like 4 that I know, I was gonna,
Just have him start charging.
no, my thought is, I'll send a letter.
There's a handful on that list
Yeah.
I gave you 2 years ago, yeah.
I'll send a letter to those that I know right now and just say starting February 1st. For our contract,
They will want to pick up only
There-
2 cans.
2 cans per resident, and I'm talking
And
with
the
Sandra,
businesses will not be,
businesses will not be picked
part
up.
of it, and then we'll,
And
because
then,
we can't monitor them paying extra beyond the 2 cans. There's no way to monitor that, and for the drivers
Well,
to
everybody
know.
else's business has.
no, I meant
Contract.
residential
Yeah.
ones.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean, though, for extra cans.
So, I mean, instead of someone coming and saying, well, can I pay a double assessment?
No.
No,
No,
you
you
either
gotta-
take it to the dump,
Yeah,
or
or you
get a
need to make,
dumpster.
work out something with them, or whoever you want to work it out with, but you gotta work it
but
out.
we're only doing, so that's
Yeah.
kind of the update I wanted to let everyone know, that I'm gonna send out letters probably pretty quick to those 4 places that I know of. And then any other ones that their drivers, inform me about,
Just
but
got some cans.
So it'd be 2 garbage and a recycle?
2 recycles and 2 garbage per parcel is what the contract says, that they will pick up per week. So that's, just enforcing that, it's just everyone else is paying, the whole township is paying for that extra tonnage. So,
Well, I can say one thing, at least we picked the right garbage company to go with. You see, the other 2 companies are in D, you know what.
I know, but we are getting a lot of complaints, a lot of complaints right now,
and I think they said that,
a lot of complaints.
well, that's why that Brett, I told him, there's just a lot of questions and the outcomes.
I haven't had any problems
Well, the dumpsters,
with the
The
dumpsters.
dumpsters, but
Yeah,
we've
they're
had,
supposed to be dumped
we've had
every week.
people call,
Every week,
three
dumpsters.
weeks, they're not
Did
picked
they
up,
give this week?
you know,
Yeah, it
so.
seems to be some of the smaller
Yeah.
roads. that we
Yeah.
can
Down
do.
there,
just-
Mark and Dave said they had.
Yep.
So,
You know.
So,
I don't know, but I've got, and Corinne's got a number of complaints, I've got a number of complaints.
Well, I've had them where they've missed our street, but they
Yeah.
come in and pick it up first thing the next morning.
Right, if they do that, yeah, leave your garbage out,
They're not
they will
coming
come
the
back
next
the next
day.
day
Well, I ain't home.
to get that, but they completely missed the dumpsters for a couple, well, the cemetery was about 3 weeks. Just never did it. And then this one here was just
Oh,
overflowing.
somebody,
This one was, somebody still else is using
Somebody
it.
Somebody
told me,
cleaned
but
it out.
then they don't come for 2 weeks, you know?
it was overflowing and stuff blowing, and I did catch, there was one person, 2 people different, stopped there, but they were, the one guy was pretty happy, he found 2 bags of clothes that he could use. And he ended up, he goes, he picked everything else that was blown around and left there, he filled that whole, or put everything into the dumpster. And same with the other person, they were just basically
just picking,
dumpster diving, I guess.
cleaning up after themselves.
So I guess you don't need a motion on number 6, it's just want, let the board know that probably first part of February, people will be, there might be some phone calls of why our garbage cans get picked up, but.
Okay. I'll throw something on the website.
Yeah.
When you put together your first, letter that you send me a copy of it now. I'll skip from that website.
Yeah,
Can you put out there that garbage cans and recycle bins are now available for the end?
Sure.
Just let us know, please.
How many are available?
Well, I don't know that.
first come, first
They
served.
didn't tell me that, I got a few that they give me that I'd like to hold on tight, that they'll start delivering.
All right, second public comment? Any announcements? Meeting adjourned.